Hello and welcome to the Overton County Junior Wildcats 8th grade night. Tonight we would like to take the time to announce our 8th grade team members along with their parents and how long they have played for the Junior Wildcats. Corbin Burns. Number 9 has played for 3 years and is the son of Chad and Jamie Burns. Number 27, Ben Threet, has played for 1 year and is the son of Aaron and Candace Threet. Number 21, Francisco Guerrero, has played for 3 years and is the son of Jamie and Gail Guerrero. Number 40, Hayden Staggs, has played for 1 year and is the son of Donnie and Casey Staggs. Number 47, Parker Smith, has played for 3 years and is the son of Kristen and Antoine Darty and Thomas and Ashley Smith. Number 32, Mason Bowles, has played for 2 years and is the son of Keith and Amanda Bowles. Number 20, Colin Dillon, has played for 3 years and is the son of Jason and Jennifer Dillon. Number 10, Mark Ogletree III, has played for 2 years and is the son of Mark and Ashley Ogletree. Number 12, Grayson Phillips, has played for 2 years and is the son of Jason and Mache Phillips. Number 14, Avery Walker, has played for 2 years and is the son of Shane and Jennifer Walker. Number 24, Nathan Raines, has played 1 year and is the son of Chad and Julie Raines. Number 13, Dominic Cook, has played 1 year and is the son of Josh and Laura Cook. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2023 Overton County Junior Wildcats 8th grade members and their families.
Overton County Junior Wildcats. At this time, would you please rise for the playing of our national anthem?
Ready to get this one underway here tonight. As leading off for Pickett County will be Rex Reagan. First pitch to Reagan, going to be a strike on the outside part of the plate for call strike one. That one catches the outside part of the plate for call strike two. On the mound today for Overton County, Nathan Raines getting the start for the Junior Wildcats. 0-2 pitch. That one bounces in for ball one to take the count 1-2. Defensively for the Wildcats, it is catching today Colin Dillon, as Raines and Dillon make up the battery. The 1-2 pitch from Raines. This one popped in the air to the right side. That is going to be down for a hit as they lost it in the sun that time up in the air as the right fielder over there. Grayson Phillips couldn't make the play, and it'll be a base runner for Pickett County to lead off the game. As now Jackson Smith will hit. Also due up Colson West here in the first inning. Around the defense for Overton County, at first base is Ben Threet. At second base is Mark Ogletree. At shortstop is Corbin Burns. First pitch going to be high and inside for ball one to Smith. At third base is Frankie Guerrero. In left field is Hayden Staggs. In center field, Mason Bowles. And in right field, Grayson Phillips. Throw over to first and back safely is Reagan as he, with a leadoff single to right field. Smith now to hit for the Bobcats. That one bounces in, gets away from the catcher, but the runner will hold there. It's going to be ball 2 to Jackson Smith. All 8th graders dressed tonight for Overton County. They've got 12 8th graders. They dressed those 12. No younger players dressed for this varsity matchup here with Pickett County. Overton County is coached by Chad Burns. He's assisted by Chad Raines. That one catches the inside part of the plate. For called strike 1. I believe it was called strike 1. No, it's 3-0. It's ball 3 to Smith. Now that one called strike 1 to take the count 3-1. Overton County is 7-4 on the season. That one catches the strike zone at the numbers to take the count full at 3-2. Pickett County is coached by Mike Smith. He's assisted by Chris Pryor and George Nicholas for the Bobcats. That one misses high for ball 4, so runners at first and second with nobody out for Pickett County. Pickett County is 8-4-1 on the season. Their tie was with Red Boiling Springs. Weather came in, stopped the game. They were tied at the time, and they just ended it as a tie. Colson West, the batter, looks at ball 1. The first pitch that he faces, West will step back in. Raines fakes the throw out to second, but nobody's covering there, so no play against the runner. 1-0 pitch. That one misses high and inside for ball 2. Take the count 2-0 now to West. Colton West, the catcher for Pickett County. He'll step back in. Colson West, I think I said Colton. Colson. Big lead out at second. Now they will throw. Hits the runner. There on the thigh, and he's a little shaken up. Going to have to walk that off a little bit. West stepping back in for Pickett County. Runners at first and second. Nobody out here in the top of the first inning, just underway. That one's low for ball 3 to take the count 3-0. Happy to have you with us here on Overton Events as we are covered the 8th grade night prior to this. If you're just tuning in now, the 3-0 pitch, that one fouled back for strike 1. You can go back and watch the 8th grade night at the start of this broadcast. We said 12 8th graders for Overton County. All of those playing here tonight. 3-1 pitch. That one misses for ball 4. So a couple of walks given up by Raines to load the bases now for Pickett County. And Kyle Massengale will be the batter with the bases loaded and nobody out here in the top of the first inning. Chad Burns will come out and talk to his pitcher, and they're going to make a pitching change, it looks like here. As let's see what changes they make as Raines going to go to right field. Going to bring Grayson Phillips in from right field. So Raines will be the new right fielder for Overton County. Phillips will be the pitcher for the Wildcats. As I think everybody else will stay the same. And while he warms up, we'll take a break and we'll be back to this baseball game in just a moment. Phillips is warmed up, we're ready for the at-bat for Kyle Massengale here with the bases loaded. Nobody out here in the top of the first. Grayson Phillips coming on relief. The infield playing in, trying to go home with anything they can. First pitch going to be low for ball one. Monster lead out there at second base by Jackson Smith. He's halfway to third. You can just about throw to the shortstop and see if Burns could run him down right there. Right down the middle, called strike one to even the count at 1-1. Of course, that would let the third baseman have a chance to come in to score. So it's okay to be aggressive out there with that lead. Again, he's halfway to third base and just keeps walking down through there. That one at the knees for called strike two to take the count 1-2. Rex Reagan at third base. Jackson Smith at second base. Colson West at first base. That one misses inside for ball two. Gets away from the catcher, but Dillon able to recover it quickly and hold the runner there at third. The count evens up at 2-2. Now to Massengale. They'll throw to Burns now. The runner at third will hold there. Two-two pitch from Grayson Phillips. Catches the outside part of the plate for called strike three for the first out of the game. Frontier Chevrolet strikeout number one by Grayson Phillips. So one away here in the top of the first. And now Brody Pryor will bat for Pickett County. He's the pitcher today for the Bobcats. Probably 5'7", 5'8" for Pickett County. First pitch to Pryor, swing and a miss for strike one. Take the count 0-1. Now to Pryor. Phillips. The 0-1 delivery. This one fouled at the plate. It will stay there. The runners will hold on the foul ball. Count goes 0-2. Now to Pryor, as he'll step back in for Pickett County. Phillips way ahead in the count at 0-2. This one grounded back to Phillips. Oh, they throw to first. Now they'll come home with it, and they didn't get the runner. Phillips went to the first baseman, and that will be an error on Overton County, as Reagan will come in to score from third. Smith will move down to third. West will go to second. Pryor at first. First pitch here to Max Moody is going to be called strike one to Moody. They got what they wanted there with the ground ball back to the pitcher. That one on the inside part of the plate for called strike two, but Pickett County ends up getting a run out of it. And they lead 1-0 over Overton County. The 0-1 pitch from Phillips, swing and a miss on a big cut by Moody to strike out. It was an 0-2 pitch. Frontier Chevrolet strikeout number two by Grayson Phillips here in the inning. Two away in the top of the first, and now Hunter Nicholas will bat for the Bobcats. Not holding the runner on over at first base. Everybody normal depth right now defensively for Overton County. Nicholas swings at one out the strike zone. The count goes 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. That one misses away for ball one to even the count at 1-1. Now to Nicholas, the left fielder for Pickett County. 1-1 pitch. That one is outside for ball two. So 2-1 to the number 7 batter for the Bobcats. Two-one delivery. That one's low for ball three. Nowhere to put him. Bases loaded. Here in the top of the first, two away in this Lead-off inning for Pickett County. They'll throw over to third, and back safely is Smith over there at third. He's not taking as big a lead there at third base as he was between second and third. Not even to the grass there. 3-1 pitch from Phillips. Right down the middle for strike two to take the count full at 3-2. Fastball had him frozen there. The count goes full now as Phillips, those toes outside the batter's box. He's a couple of inches over home plate. Swing and a miss for strike three. Frontier Chevrolet, strikeout number 3 of the inning. Grayson Phillips strikes out the side, but Pickett County gets a run. We're through half an inning. It's Pickett County 1, Overton County up to bat. We move down to the bottom of the first inning as Overton County coming up to bat here for the first time today. Connor Dillon to lead off for the Wildcats. He is the catcher. He'll be followed by Corbin Burns and Nathan Raines. They'll face on the mound Brody Pryor, the pitcher for Pickett County. As Pryor gained the start today against Overton County, Pickett County dressed in the gold baseball jerseys, the black sleeves is the first pitch from Pryor. A little curve ball doesn't get there, and it is going to be ball 1 to Colin Dillon. Catching today, Colson West for Pickett County. At first base is Max Moody. At second base is Jackson Smith. 1-0 pitch. This one hit on the right side. That might be playable. First baseman gives chase, but it does get over the fence and out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. At shortstop is Kyle Massengale. At third base is Eli Rigney. In left field is Hunter Nicholas. In center field is Rex Reagan. And in right field, Elijah Taylor for the Bobcats of Pickett County Middle School. 1-1 pitch from Pryor. That's a curveball. Called strike 2 at the numbers. No, they said ball 2. Thought he raised his hand, but they've got 2-1 on the board. 2-1 pitch. That one's high for ball 3. So 3-1 to Colin Dillon. Pickett County leading 1-0 here in this first inning. That one misses outside for ball 4. So a leadoff walk given up by Pryor. We'll put Dillon on first base for Corbin Burns now. For the Wildcats as he'll step in to hit for the first time today. Burns the shortstop for Overton County. Dillon goes from first. Throw down to second base, not in time as Dillon got a good break. Pryor does take a little time with the motion to home plate. The pitch was a ball, and Dillon quickly moving down to second base. There's Chad Raines over there in the first base coaching box being aggressive on the base pass to get a runner in scoring position early for Overton County. 1-0 to Burns. 1-0 pitch from Pryor. That's a curveball. That's grounded down the right side in foul ground, and the count will even up at 1-1. Pryor working mostly with that curveball here in this first inning. One pitch. That one misses. No, it's going to be called strike 2 on Burns. So the count goes 1-2. Now to Corbin as he'll step back in for the Wildcats. Pryor takes a look out to second. 1-2 pitch. That one misses low for ball 2 to even the count at 2-2. Now to Burns. Two pitch. Burns will kind of golf this one over to second base. Second baseman up with it. Throw to first in time for out number 1 for the Wildcats, but it will be a sacrifice to move the runner over to third base as Dillon moves to third on the sacrifice. The ground ball to Jackson Smith, who did a good job. He'd been over to second base to hold on. Dillon was already moving to his left, just kept moving to where the ball was hit, able to come up with it and throw out Burns, making the throw over to Moody for out number 1, and now Nathan Raines will bat for Overton County. He hits this one well to left field. Left fielder moving to his left, coming in, can't get to it. That's going to drop for a hit. Dillon will come in to score. Raines rounding first. Throw coming in is going to be over his head, over the second baseman's head, but backing it up is going to be the first baseman there as Moody will get to it. And a solid double to left field by Nathan Raines will score the first run of the game for Overton County, and they'll tie the score at 1 apiece here in the bottom of the first. So the double by Raines, an extra base hit for the Wildcats, and now Mason Bowles will hit for Overton County with a go-ahead runner at second base right now. Swing and a miss by Bowles on that curveball. Raines, he's taking about as big a lead as Smith did back in the first inning. Now Smith will come over and hold him on and shorten that lead a little bit. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss by Bowles for strike 2. Pryor going a little more fastball on this at bat, and the count goes 0-2 to Mason Bowles, the center fielder for Overton County. 0-2 pitch, curveball this time, grounded on the left side. That'll move the runner. Shortstop up with it. Throw to first base is not in time as Bowles will be able to beat it out, and it'll be an infield hit for Mason Bowles, and runners at the corners for Overton County on the single by Bowles. So 2 hits in the inning for Overton County. 1 run in. They have got 2 runners on base, and Grayson Phillips will bat now for Overton County with runners at first and third. 1 away. Phillips stepping in ready to hit now. He'll bat for the Wildcats, trying to put Overton County in front with the go-ahead run 90 feet away at third base, and Nathan Raines. Phillips shows bunt. Runner will go. He'll take strike 1. No throw there, as they'll just contest that stolen base with the runner at third. So it's strike 1 to Grayson Phillips. Now I think he's ready to hit, as they are just going to be sure to move that runner to second. The 0-1 pitch coming up from Pryor. Again, Phillips squares to bunt. He'll bunt it down the left side. That's going to be trouble. That is going to be a foul ball. Oh, it was a fair ball. It said he played it in fair ground. So that's a fair ball for Grayson Phillips. That'll be an infield hit. No throw there, and the bases are loaded for Mark Ogletree. So Ogletree stepping in with a chance for some big numbers here if he can make contact with the bases loaded. Ogletree, 1 out here in the bottom of the first. First pitch to Ogletree. That one misses high and inside for ball 1 to Mark. Got the sign now. They're going to set up outside and low as the catcher. That's right where it goes. It gets away. Raines was already halfway home, and he'll come in to score. Nathan Raines was taking a huge lead down the third base line, and it paid off that time as the pitch in the dirt was a ball. Raines will come in to score. Everybody else will move up 90 feet, and runners at second and third now for Overton County after the Wildcats have taken a 2-1 lead on Pickett County. Pryor, the 2-0 pitch. That one at the numbers for call strike 1. Makes the count 2-1 now to Ogletree as he'll step back in. Overton County leading it 2-1 now here at the bottom of the first. Ogletree reaches out to foul that one off, and the count evens up at 2-2. He may have chased one out of the zone that time. I think Coach Burns pointing that out a little bit. Let the pitcher come to you here with the runners at second and third. They used to say ducks on the pond here for Ogletree. 2-2 pitch, curveball hitting to left field. That's in the gap in left center. That's down for a base hit. 1 run will come in to score. They're going to send Phillips coming around from second. 2 runs will come in to score on a single to left center field by Mark Ogletree. And just like I talked about, he let it come to him and let the bat do the work, just right in the gap in left center field as Mason Bowles will come in to score. Grayson Phillips will come in to score, and Overton County has scored 4 in the inning. They lead it 4-1. Now Ben Threet will bat for Overton County. Still only 1 out here in the bottom of the first as Threet will step in. First pitch to Threet. That one gets away from the catcher. Ogletree going to move down to second. They'll take a throw, and he's going to be safe there at second on the pass ball. Good hustle there by the catcher. Colson West gained to it and made a good throw around the money down there, but Ogletree able to beat it out. Pitch was a ball to Threet, so it's 1-0 to Ben Threet. Runner in scoring position now for him with a chance at an RBI here for the first baseman. First pitch to Threet. That one too high for ball 2. So 2-0 to Threet as he'll step back in. Two-0 pitch. That one's low for ball 3. Threet, the 7th player to bat in the inning for Overton County, as he'll step back in. 3-0 count here. Threet may be taking. They may give him the green light at 3-0. Now he took ball 4, so a walk to put runners at first and second now for Overton County. Second walk of the inning given up by Pryor, and now Frankie Guerrero will bat. But before he does, Coach Mike Smith going to come out and talk to his pitcher as Guerrero will step in to hit for the Wildcats. Stay with Pryor, it looks like here. 4-1, Overton County in front here in the bottom of the first. Guerrero stepping in to hit for the first time. Still only one out here in the bottom of the first. First pitch to Guerrero. That one's high for ball 1. So 1-0 to Frankie Guerrero, as he'll step back in to face Bowles for the first time. Rather, to face Pryor for the first time. Brody Pryor, the pitcher for Pickett County. 1-0 pitch. That one misses outside for ball 2. So 2-0 to Guerrero as he'll step back in. Takes a look out to Ogletree at second base. 2-0 pitch. Ogletree's going. That's called strike 1. The throw down to third going to get away. That will let Threet move over to second base. So Ogletree will steal third. The throw will allow Threet to move down to second. Pitch was a strike to Guerrero. So it's 2-1 now to Frankie Guerrero, but runners at second and third for the third baseman for Overton County. Chance to add another crooked number to the scoreboard as Guerrero takes the curveball for strike 2, breaking back over the plate. The count evens up at 2-2. Now to Guerrero. He'll step back in. 2-2 pitch. This one kind of golf foul there at the plate to stay alive. Just got a piece of it, did Guerrero. That curveball pretty effective the last couple of pitches, but Guerrero able to just make contact to avoid the strikeout. The count stays 2-2. Guerrero will step back in. Two pitch coming up from Pryor. Swing and a miss for strike 3 for out number 2 here in the first inning. Now Hayden Staggs will bat for Overton County. The Wildcats have sent all 9 players to the plate here in the first inning. Staggs playing left field for Overton County tonight. Pryor gained his first strikeout there of Guerrero. That one misses high for ball 1. So 1-0 to Hayden Staggs as he'll step back in. One-0 pitch. Low that time for ball 2. So 2-0 to Staggs. 2-0 delivery, curveball hit into the right side. The right fielder, that's a long run. He can't get to it. Staggs will be on base with a single. A run will come in to score. A second run will come in to score. The throw coming into the catcher. Staggs trying to stretch the play to second base, and he is going to be safe at second base. So it's a 2 RBI single for Hayden Staggs to move him over to first base. Then the throw coming in to the catcher. Staggs alertly running down to second base on the play. And it will be a runner at second now as we move back to the top of the order with Colin Dillon stepping in to hit. First pitch to Dillon stays high for ball one as he'll hit for the second time in the game. He walked earlier in the inning to lead off the game, came around to score the first run of the game. Dillon hits this one on the left side. Third baseman going to try to run down Staggs. They've got him caught in a run down. They'll throw to second base, and now we'll tag him out. They got him there as it goes 5-4. It'll go from Rigney to Smith for the putout. So it will be Staggs caught on the base paths. It will be a fielder's choice for Dillon, but Staggs will be retired 5-4 for out number 3. But Overton County will score 5 runs, will score 6 runs in the innings. They lead at 6-1 over Pickett County. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. Livingston Regional Hospital, Lucky Red Stables, Oakley Equipment Rental, Wayne's Grill, Wascon Incorporated, Willow Grove Marina, Livingston Family Healthcare, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Overton County News, R&M Family Pharmacy, E.B. Gray Jewelry, First Church, Frontier Chevrolet, B&R Metals, W&O Construction, Farmers Insurance Rick Savage, Maynard's Automotive, Bullseye Security, Exit Rocky Top Realty, Livingston Dairy Queen, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Jerry's IGA, Highway Tire, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, Milton Rains and Family, Farley and Sons Construction and Excavation, Full Mower Service, Donovan Savage, Walnut Grove Church of Christ, and Cooper Recycling. We moved out to the top of the second inning with Overton County leading 6-1 over Pickett County. The 8, 9, and 1 batters due up for the Bobcats here in the top of the second. Elijah Taylor will lead off for Pickett County. First pitch going to be low for ball 1 to the right fielder for the Bobcats. Taylor facing Grayson Phillips on in relief of Overton County, swinging a miss for strike 1 to even the count at 1-1 to Taylor. Pickett County scored a run in the top of the first. Overton County answered in a big way in the bottom of the first with 6 runs to take a 6-1 lead. Taylor trying to get them started to get them back in the game. 1-1 pitch. This one hit on the right side. That's going to be trouble. That's through for a base hit. Seeing eye single on the right side for Elijah Taylor to put the leadoff man on for the second straight inning for Pickett County, as he will reach on a base knock to the right side. And now Eli Rigney will bat for the Bobcats. He plays third base for Pickett County. First pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1 to Rigney. Take the count to 0-1. So Rigney steps back in. The 0-1 delivery. That one called strike 2 to Rigney. Nobody out here in the top of the second. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. Strikeout number 4 on the night for Grayson Phillips. Frontier Chevrolet strikeout number 4 in the game. 1 away here in the second inning. Now back to the top of the order for Rex Reagan for Pickett County. Reagan stepping in to hit for the second time. He singled, scored a run. This one fouled off the plate for strike 1 to Reagan. As he'll step out of the batter's box, take a couple of cuts outside the box. Now back in there ready to hit. The 0-1 pitch from Phillips right down the middle for called strike 2. Pretty pitch there on the fastball from Grayson Phillips to Rex Reagan. Phillips gets ahead in the count 0-2 now to the center fielder for Pickett County. 0-2 pitch. That one misses outside for ball 1. Might have tried to get him to chase one out of the zone that time with the 0-2 count, but Reagan wouldn't do so, and the count goes 1-2. That one misses away for ball 2. So after falling behind 0-2, Reagan's looked at a couple of balls, and the count evens up at 2-2. 2-2 pitch from Phillips. That one right at the knees for call strike 3. Frontier Chevrolet, strikeout number 2 of the inning. Out number 2 in the inning. Strikeout number 5 in the game for Grayson Phillips. And now Jackson Smith will bat for Pickett County. He walked, was stranded at third base in the first inning. 2 away now for the Bobcats, though. That one just misses inside for ball 1. Every out recorded by Overton County has been by way of the strikeout by Grayson Phillips, as he struck out 5 for the Wildcats. That one misses away for ball 2. 2-0 now to Smith. Two-0 delivery. That one's low for ball 3. So 3-0 with 2 outs and a runner at first base for Pickett County. Elijah Taylor over there at first base. Smith, as they'll throw to first. He's back safely. Smith probably taking all the way here with the count 3-0. Phillips. 3-0 pitch. That one misses high for ball 4. So a 2-out walk given up by Grayson Phillips. First walk of the game given up by Grayson. We'll put Taylor down to second base. Smith on first. And now Colson West will bat for Pickett County. Catcher for the Bobcats will step in to hit with a runner in scoring position. West walked, was stranded at second base in the first inning. Swing and a miss on a big cut by Colson West for strike one to the right-handed hitter, facing the right-handed throwing Grayson Phillips. The 0-1 pitch. That one's on the outside part of the plate for call strike two. Lower half of the strike zone. There to get the count to 0-2. West stepping back in. The 0-2 pitch from Phillips. Swing and a miss for strike three. Frontier Chevrolet strikeout number 6 on the night for Grayson Phillips. He strikes out the side for a second time. We're through 1.5. It's Overton County 6, Pickett County 1. We move now to the bottom of the second inning as due up for Overton County, Corbin Burns, Nathan Raines, and Mason Bowles facing Brody Pryor for Pickett County. First pitch at the bottom of the second going to be grounded on the left side. Third baseman up with it. Reagan with the long throw to get the leadoff man in the second for out number one. Good play at third base by Eli Rigney. I said Reagan's Eli Rigney at third base to make the play as he will throw across the diamond to Moody for out number one on a strong throw to get the speedy Burns going down the baseline. And now Nathan Raines will bat for Overton County. A pinch hitter hitting for Overton County. Dominic Cook will hit for the Wildcats. First pitch to Cook, swing and a miss on a big cut for strike one to take the count 0-1 to Cook. He'll step back in. The 0-1 delivery. That one bounces in, gets away, but nobody on, so no harm, and it evens the count at 1-1. One pitch from Pryor, swing and a miss for strike two to take the count to 1-2. Now to Cook. Pryor gave him the sign. Now ready. Curve ball. Misses outside for ball 2 to even the count at 2-2 now to Cook. 2-2 pitch from Pryor. That's going to be called strike 3. The catcher dropped it, but West will recover, throws down to first. Can they get on the bag? They do to complete the strikeout. So they get the strikeout, they drop it, but then West able to throw down to first base to Moody, who made a pretty athletic play, having to come off the bag to get in foul ground, then step over on second base, and now Mason Bowles, or rather on first base, now Mason Bowles will bat for Overton County. First pitch to Bowles. This one fouled off the helmet of the umpire at home plate. Count goes 0-1. That'll rattle you around a little bit. He's going to take a moment to look at the baseball to make sure he's all right. West checking on him to make sure that was a solid shot right off the protective headgear of the home plate umpire. The 0-1 pitch, curveball hit in the right field. That's going to be caught by the right fielder. Great running catch out in right field by Elijah Taylor, going to the gap, able to make the play. So after facing 10 in the first inning, Pryor retires Overton County in order. In the second inning, we're through 2 complete. It's Overton County 6, Pickett County 1. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. Cooper Recycling, Walnut Grove Church of Christ, Full Mower Service, Donovan Savage, Farley & Sons Construction and Excavation, Milton Rains and Family, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, Highway Tire, Jerry's IGA, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Livingston Dairy Queen, Exit Rocky Top Realty, Bullseye Security, Maynard's Automotive, Farmers Insurance Rick Savage, W&O Construction, B&R Metals, Frontier Chevrolet, First Church, E.B. Gray Jewelry, R&M Family Pharmacy, Overton County News, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Livingston Family Healthcare, Willow Grove Marina, Wascott Incorporated, Wayne's Grill, Oakley Equipment Rental, Lucky Red Stables, and Livingston Regional Hospital, our sponsors here on Overton Events. We move now to the top of the third inning as due up for Pickett County. The 4, 5, and 6 hitters, Kyle Massengale, Brody Pryor, and Max Moody, due up to face Grayson Phillips for the Wildcats, as Massengale will step in to hit for the second time today. Phillips faced Massengale as the first batter that he faced coming on in relief. That one misses high and inside for ball 1 to Massengale to take the count 1-0. He'll step back in to hit for the Bobcats. 1-0 pitch from Phillips. Swing and a miss for strike one to even the count at 1-1 to the Pickett County shortstop as he steps back in there, ready to hit once again here in the third inning. One pitch. That one misses high for ball two. Takes the count to 2-1. Now to Massengale. Two-one pitch. That one misses away for ball three. So 3-1 to Massengale, leading off this third inning here tonight as he'll step back in. 3-1 pitch. This one hit well to the left side. Left fielder will play it on a hop. It'll be a hit for Massengale as he will hit that one well to left field. Smart play by the left fielder, Hayden Staggs, as he knew he couldn't get to it. Just played in front of him, kept the ball in front of him, holds Massengale to a single, and now Brody Pryor will bat for Pickett County. Hitting for the second time today. First pitch going to be on the outside part of the plate for called strike one. It gets away from Dillon, but Massengale does not try to move down to second base. The count 0-1 to Brody Pryor. The 0-1 pitch. Massengale goes. This one popped up in the air on a foul ball on the hit and run by Pickett County as Massengale taking off from first. The count 0-2 now to Pryor. The 0-2 pitch. Pryor going to ground this one to the left side. A little slow roller. Coming up with it is going to be the third baseman. They'll make a throw, but it's late, as that's a new third baseman out there for Overton County, as it'll be an infield hit for Pryor. That's number 14, Avery Walker, playing third base now for the Wildcats. So back-to-back hits to begin the inning for Pickett County. Puts runners at first and second for Max Moody. And the first pitch to Moody going to be a strike to see the count go to 0-1. So an infield single by Pryor after the single by Massengale. Now Moody will take that one for strike two. Getting a huge lead out there by Massengale. I think if he gets that far, he just may as well go on to third base. Now they'll throw out to second base. Burns holding him on. Massengale will dive back in head first safely, as they're trying to shorten that huge lead that he's taking. And they've done so as the count goes 0-2. 0-2 pitch. This one a swing and a miss for strike three. Frontier Chevrolet strikeout number one of the inning. Strikeout number 7 of the game for Grayson Phillips. One away here in the top of the third as Phillips tries to work his way out of a little bit of a jam here in the third inning. And Hunter Nicholas will bat now for Pickett County. Nicholas stepping in to hit. So Walker playing third base for the Wildcats here. That one misses inside for ball one to Nicholas. They made any other changes defensively? Out in right field, Dominic Cook. He batted in the second inning. He's playing right field as well. That one bounces in. Dillon going to chase it down and hold Massengale there at second, but the count goes 2-0. So Walker at third base. Cook out in right field. Bowles is still in center field. Number 47, Parker Smith, is out in left field. Strike one going to be called on Hunter Nicholas, so everybody has played in the field now for Overton County, as Smith is in left field for the Wildcats. 2-1 pitch. That one misses away for ball three. Makes the count 3-1. Now to the left fielder for Pickett County. 3-1 pitch from Phillips. This one fouled off the right side into the net to take the count full at 3-2. So a full count to Nicholas. As he'll step back in. 3-2 pitch. The runner goes. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Throw down to third is going to get away, but good job by Smith backing up the play as Parker Smith playing behind Walker as that throw was wide of Walker. Massengale will move down to third. It's a Frontier Chevrolet strikeout for out number 2 of the inning. 8 strikeouts in the game for Grayson Phillips. Pryor also moving down to second on the play. As stepping into hit now will be Elijah Taylor. First pitch to Taylor, swing and a miss for strike 1 to Taylor. Had a solid single his last at bat. Count 0-1 here, though, to the right fielder. Made a great catch out in right field in the second inning. The 0-1 pitch. That one's low for ball 1 to even the count at 1-1. Taylor running to the center field side in the gap, able to get there from his right field position, make the running catch to end the second inning. That one bounces in, but Dillon, good job keeping it in front of him and holding the runner at third base. Pitch a ball to take the count 2-1 now. 2-1 pitch. This one going to be fouled off home plate. Not sure if that got the home plate umpire again or not. He's had a couple go off of him now, it looks like, and that evens the count at 2-2. Taylor stepping back in. 2-2 pitch from Phillips. Curveball, swing and a miss for strike 3. It gets away from Dillon, so it is going to be a strikeout, but Taylor will move down to first base, and the base is loaded now for Pickett County. So it is a strikeout. Strikeout number 9 swinging that time by Taylor, but they don't complete it. And it will bring Rigney to the plate now for the Bobcats. Bases loaded for Eli Rigney. He made a good defensive play at third base to lead off the second inning for the Bobcats defense. First pitch to Rigney. That's right down the middle for strike 1, the number 9 hitter. So 0-1 to Eli Rigney as he'll step back in. The 0-1 pitch. This one going to be at the numbers for call strike 2. Grayson Phillips just rearing back and throwing the fastball here to the 9 hitter, and he's ahead 0-2 to Rigney. 0-2 pitch. That one misses inside for ball 1. So 1-2 to the third baseman. One-two pitch. Did it hit him or did it hit the bat? Didn't hit anything, I guess. It's just a ball inside. Take the count 2-2. Now they're saying it did hit him. I thought it did. It's going to be hit by a pitch here. So Rigney will move down to first base, as that will be an RBI, as Massengale will come in to score from third. The second run of the game for the Bobcats as Brody Pryor moves down to third. Elijah Taylor will go over to second, and Rigney at first base for the number 1 hitter, Rex Reagan. First pitch to Reagan. That's going to be called strike 1 on the outside part of the plate. He's the 7th player to bat in this third inning for Pickett County, but they have only plated 1 run in the inning. They've cut it to 4 now. It's 6-2. The 0-1 pitch. That one on the outside part of the plate for call strike 2. So 0-2 to Reagan as he'll step back in. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Frontier Chevrolet, strikeout number 10 on the day for Grayson Phillips, we're through 2.5. It is Overton County 6, Pickett County 2. We move now to the bottom of the third inning as due up for Overton County will be Grayson Phillips, Mark Ogletree, and Ben Threet. Due up for the Wildcats. Pryor still back out there for Pickett County. This one hit off the right side. Will get in foul ground for strike one to Phillips. So a run in the third for Pickett County has cut the lead down to 4 at 6-2 here in the bottom of the third. Pryor, the 0-1 pitch. This one grounded right back to the pitcher. It's over his head. Massengale will scoop it up. Will throw to first for out number 1. Pretty play there by Massengale, playing it on a short hop, going toward first base as he's able to get to it and throw out the runner at first. Just bounced out of the reach of Pryor there on the mound, but Massengale ranging over to his left, able to make the play and get out number 1 for Pickett County. And now Mark Ogletree will bat for the Wildcats. First pitch, curveball, misses inside for ball 1. Ogletree having to duck out of the way for the Wildcats. 1-0 pitch from Pryor. Again, that curveball stays high to take the count 2-0. Ogletree singled, stole a base, scored a run back in the first inning. 2-0 pitch from Pryor. Checks his swing. Called ball 3. They checked down at first base. Umpire says he did not go, and the count goes 3-0. Ogletree stepping back in. 3-0 pitch. This one hit on the left side. Rigney will play it. Rigney with the long throw. Backhand attempt at first base. Can't get it. Ogletree is going to extend this down to second base as the first baseman recovers. Moody able to get to it. But Ogletree with the infield hit. Then we'll move down to second base on the throw. So it'll be a single for Ogletree and a runner in scoring position now for Ben Threet. Trying to get back that run they gave up in the top of the inning as Threet will bat for the second time. He walked, scored a run in the first inning. They'll throw over to second base. I think the most scared person on that play was the field umpires. That just went right over the top of his head there. Second baseman Smith holding the runner on. Swing and a miss by Threet for strike one to begin his at-bat against Pryor. Threet stepping back in. The 0-1 pitch, curveball, is high for ball one. Evens the count at 1-1 now to Threet. Runner in scoring position for the Wildcats. A chance to go back up by 5 runs here in this third inning. One pitch from Pryor. That's low for ball two. Take the count 2-1 now. 2-1 to Ben Threet. He plays first base tonight for Overton County. Coached by Chad Burns, assisted by Chad Raines. That one's high for ball three. Take the count 3-1. They're 7-4 on the season. Pickett County's 8-4-1 under Coach Mike Smith. Assistant coaches Chris Pryor and George Nicholas. 3-1 pitch. This one hit to left center field. Center fielder moving over to his right will make the catch for out number 2. So the fly out to center field in Rex Reagan making the catch out there for Pickett County for out number 2 here in the inning. And now Frankie Guerrero. It won't be Frankie Guerrero. It'll be Avery Walker batting for Overton County. And Walker will bat for the first time tonight as he'll step in to hit for the Wildcats. Walker came in to play third base in this third inning. First pitch. That one's low for ball one to Avery Walker. So 1-0 to Walker. Coach Burns dressing only his 8th graders tonight for this game against Pickett County. He's got 12. He's got them all in the lineup today. Runner goes. Pitch is low. The throw down to third base is going to get away, but not far enough to allow Ogletree to come home. But he will steal third base, his second stolen base of the night for Mark Ogletree. As he moves 90 feet away from scoring a run for the Wildcats. 2 away here in the bottom of the third. Count 2-0 to Walker. That one misses high for ball 3. So 3-0 to Avery Walker as he'll step back in. 3-0 pitch. This one fouled off toward the Pickett County dugout. Rolls harmlessly into the net. The count goes 3-1. Big difference from last night. They played over at City Ballpark here in Livingston against Monterey. One big did Overton County. And it was cold last night. Much better night tonight. Temperature in the mid-50s or in the mid-60s when we got started. Ogletree, long lead down the third base line. Walker going to ground to the third base side. Rigney will field it. Rigney will throw to Moody for out number 3. Rigney, good defensive play again over there at third base. This will go 5-3 as Overton County gets a hit. They strand a runner. We're through 3 complete. It is Overton County 6, Pickett County 2. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. Livingston Regional Hospital, Lucky Red Stables, Oakley Equipment Rental, Wayne's Grill, Wascott Incorporated, Willow Grove Marina, Livingston Family Healthcare, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Overton County News, R&M Family Pharmacy, E.B. Gray Jewelry, First Church, Frontier Chevrolet, B&R Metals, W&O Construction, Farmers Insurance Rick Savage, Maynard's Automotive, Bullseye Security, Exit Rocky Top Realty, Livingston Dairy Queen, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Jerry's IGA, Highway Tire, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, Milton Rains and Family, Farley and Sons Construction and Excavation, Full Mower Service, Donovan Savage, Walnut Grove Church of Christ, and Cooper Recycling, our sponsors here on Overton Events. We move now to the top of the fourth inning as due up for Pickett County, Jackson Smith, Colson West, and Kyle Massengale due up for the Bobcats here in the fourth. Grayson Phillips back out there on the hill for the Wildcats. First pitch going to miss high for ball one to Jackson Smith. So 1-0 to the second baseman. 1-0 pitch from Phillips. That one misses inside for ball two. So 2-0 to Jackson Smith. Phillips came on in relief with the bases loaded in the first inning. 2-0 pitch. That one called strike one. Gave up a run, but got out of that inning only giving up a run. Then the third inning, gave up a run. 6-2 the score with Overton County leading. That one misses outside for ball three. So 3-1 now to Smith. Three-one pitch. That one going to be called ball four to put a runner on base to lead off the inning. Every time they've got the leadoff man on, they've scored a run. Actually, no, they haven't. They've got the leadoff man on every inning. Scored a run the first and the third, but they stranded Elijah Taylor at second base in the second inning. Now Colson West will hit for Pickett County with one on and nobody out. As West hits this one, little slow roller to Burns at short. The only play is first. He'll throw over there for out number one here in the fourth inning as Burns to Threet over at first base. It'll go 6-3 for out number one. A sacrifice, though, to move the runner to second base as Smith will move into scoring position for Kyle Massengale now for the Bobcats. Jackson Smith out at second. Massengale, 1 for 2 on the day, has scored a run. First pitch going to be high for ball one to the Pickett County shortstop. So 1-0 to Massengale here in the top of the fourth. The game is 5 innings in junior high baseball. 1-0. Smith goes. Dillon will make the throw. Gets away. But again, the left fielder's there to get to it with Parker Smith. But it's a stolen base for Jackson Smith for Pickett County to move him down to third base. Count goes to 2-0 to Massengale. Chance for an RBI here with a runner at third. as he'll step in to the batter's box again. It's going to be outside for ball 3. So 3-0 to Massengale. He'll step back in. 3-0 pitch from Phillips. Swing and a miss for strike 1 to take the count 3-1 to Massengale on a big cut there. He'll step back in. Three-one pitch from Phillips. That one misses high for ball 4 to walk Massengale. So he's on base for the second time, and runners at the corners now for Brody Pryor. Pryor stepping in to hit for the third time. He's been on base the 2 previous at-bats, reached on error, singled as Massengale goes. That one gets away from Dillon, but bounces right back to him. It'll be a ball to Pryor, so Smith can't go anywhere. Massengale will steal second. So runners at second and third now for Pryor here in the top of the 4th. Pickett County trying to battle their way back in this one. Pryor will foul this one toward the Overton County dugout. Count goes 1-1 now on the foul ball on the ground. Pryor stepping back in for the Bobcats. Shadows beginning to come into play here as the sun beginning to set here at Livingston Academy. 1-1 pitch, curveball, breaks right back over the plate for call strike 2. Pretty pitch there from Grayson Phillips. He hasn't thrown that much tonight, the curveball, but that one breaks right over the middle of the plate, and the count goes 1-2. That one misses inside, brushes Pryor back, and the count evens up at 2-2. Pryor says it hit the bill of my cap. Home plate umpire says no, and the count goes 2-2. Doesn't hurt to ask. 2-2 pitch from Phillips. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Frontier Chevrolet, strikeout number 11 in the game for Grayson Phillips. Out number 2 here in the 4th inning, and Max Moody will bat now with runners at second and third. Moody's 0 for 2 on the day with a couple of strikeouts as he'll step in to hit for the Bobcats. First baseman playing well defensively over there for Pickett County. First pitch here going to miss right at the chin for ball 1. So 1-0 to Max Moody as he'll step back into the batter's box. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss there for strike 1 to even the count at 1-1. One pitch. That's on the inside part of the plate for call strike 2. Pretty pitch there by Phillips. It's Moody again. Of course, the inside line of the batter's box is gone, but I think his toes are out of the box again. Swing and a miss for strike 3 for the Frontier Chevrolet strikeout. And again, Phillips gets a couple of strikeouts in the inning. He's got 12 on the night. We're through 3.5. It is Overton County 6, Pickett County 2. We move now to the bottom of the fourth inning. As due up for Overton County will be Parker Smith, Colin Dillon, and Corbin Burns. Due up for the Wildcats. First pitch to Smith is going to be inside for ball one. As he'll bat in the left-hand batter's box. Facing the right-handed throwing Brody Pryor back out there. Smith pops this one over on the left side. Is there a play? It'll drop and foul ground for strike one. Rigney got a late break on it. I think he thought it was going to carry farther than it did. Might have had a play there. Just a step or two into foul ground, but couldn't get to it. And the count goes 1-1 now to Parker Smith. 1-1 pitch, curveball. High for ball two. So 2-1 to Smith. He'll step back in for the Wildcats. Two-one pitch from Pryor. That one stays high for ball three. So 3-1 to Smith, the number 9 hitter. Then back to the top of the order for Overton County. 3-1 pitch. That one's outside for ball four for a leadoff walk for Parker Smith. So Smith on base in his first at-bat. Now Colin Dillon, the catcher, will hit for Overton County. As he'll step in to hit. He's been on base twice tonight, scored a run. He walked, reached on a fielder's choice. Throw over to first base. Smith back safely. He'll throw over again. Again, Smith back to first base. Dillon stepping back in. Big lead by Smith. Pitch going to be a strike at the knees to Connor Dillon to take the count 0-1. Now to the catcher for Overton County. Pryor. The 0-1 pitch. That one misses outside for ball one to even the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 on, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the fourth. Happy to have you with us here on Overton Events for our coverage of junior high baseball. Smith going to go, swing and a miss. West the throw down to second base will one hop in, and he's in safely. Sliding in with the stolen base is Parker Smith. To put a runner in scoring position for Colin Dillon. The strike, though, will take it to 1-2 on the count, and Dillon will step back in for Overton County. Pryor, 1-2 pitch. That one misses high for ball two. Evens the count at 2-2. Smith holding Parker Smith on out there. Jackson Smith for Pickett County holding Parker Smith on at second base. 2-2 pitch. That one misses, gets away. Parker Smith going to try to go down to third base. That's a good throw, but they can't apply the tag. A little bit high. Rigney tried to jump up and make the catch, then apply the tag, but couldn't do so. It'll be ball three to Dillon. It'll be a pass ball to move the runner down to third. So the count full now to Colin Dillon. Still with nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth, as Dillon will step back in. Overton County leading 6-2 here in Livingston. Sun going down, so it'll cool down pretty quickly here tonight. 3-2 pitch from Pryor. This one fouled off into the net to keep Dillon alive at the plate. We reach 7 o'clock here tonight between these two teams, an hour and a half into the game. Overton County leading 6-2, trying to sweep the season series against Pickett County. They went up in Byrdstown earlier in the year. 3-2 pitch. Misses high for ball four. So back-to-back walks to begin the inning by Brody Pryor, and runners at the corners now for Corbin Burns. Burns to bat for the Wildcats with 2 on and nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th. Runner goes even before the pitch. Pitch bounces in, gets away. Smith going to try to come in to score as they'll throw over to Pryor, and Smith will slide underneath the tag. That'll let Burns move up, or rather will let Dillon move all the way to third base. But Parker Smith will come in to score from third base on the wild pitch. Colin Dillon going all the way around to third for Overton County. The pitch was a ball to Burns, so the count's 1-0. And Overton County with the run extends their lead back to 5 at 7-2. So the Wildcats back out by 5. They are led by 5 earlier at 6-1. Pickett County led 1-0 after the first half inning of play. That one's low and inside for ball 2 to Burns, as he'll step back in there for Overton County. Pryor's went the entire way for Pickett County. 2-0 pitch. Breaking ball breaks back over the plate for strike 1. Take the count to 2-1. Burns stepping back in. 2-1 pitch from Pryor. That one bounces in, gets away, but they'll hold Dillon at third as West kept it there at the plate. The count goes 3-1. Burns against Pryor. 3-1 delivery. Check swing, calls strike 2 to take the count full now to Corbin Burns. Burns stepping back in. Payoff pitch coming from Pryor. 3-2 delivery. That curveball stays high for a third straight walk here in the 4th inning. First 3 batters have walked for Overton County, and runners at the corners again. And now I think Pickett County is going to make a change as Coach Mike Smith coming out of the dugout. And they will make a pitching change here. While Pickett County does that, we'll take a break, and we'll be back with the new pitcher for the Bobcats in just a little bit. New pitcher is going to be Eli Rigney, coming from third base to the pitcher's mound. They'll move Brody Pryor over to first base as Dominic Cook to face Rigney. First pitch going to be a ball, but the runner, Burns, will move down to second base on that one with the stolen base uncontested. So it's 1-0 to Dominic Cook. Max Moody has moved over to third base for the Pickett County defense. The 1-0 pitch. That one misses for ball 2. So 2-0 to Cook. Runners at second and third now for Overton County. A run in here in the inning. That one's outside for ball 3. Oh, they've got Dillon a little caught between home and third, but he gets back safely. The count goes 3-0 to Dominic Cook. Cook stepping in with the advantage, 3-0 over Rigney, the new pitcher, relief pitcher for the Bobcats, coming on in relief of Brody Pryor. 3-0 pitch. That one misses outside for ball 4. So a fourth straight walk to begin the inning for Overton County. And now Mason Bowles will bat with the bases loaded here in the bottom of the fourth. So Bowles stepping in to hit. He singled, stole a base, scored a run back in the first inning. Flew out to right field in the third inning. This one grounded on the left side. It'll take a hop. Massengale will field it. Scoops underhanded to Smith for 1, but they can't get the double play. Dillon will come in to score from third, but they will get the runner at second as they'll get Dominic Cook. It'll go 6-4. Massengale to Smith for out number 1. Dillon will come in to score the 8th run of the game for Overton County. Burns will move down to third base. Bowles will reach on a fielder's choice. First pitch here to Phillips. Going to be a swing and a miss for strike 1. Stolen base there by Bowles as they're not going to make a throw with the runner at third. At the count 0-1 to Phillips. The 0-1 pitch from Rigney. This one grounded to the right side. Smith will play it on a funny hop. Can't control it. It's going to be an infield hit for Grayson Phillips. And coming in to score will be Corbin Burns. Burns comes in to score from third base. It'll be Bowles moving down to third. It'll be an infield hit for Phillips, and he'll just move on down to second base even before the throw. Now Ogletree will pop this one on the right side. Pryor in foul ground will make the catch for out number 2. So the pop up and foul ground to Brody Pryor, the new first baseman for the second out of the inning. And now Ben Threet will bat for Overton County. 3 runs in the inning for the Wildcats as they take a 7-run lead at 9-2. Runners still at second and third. At third base is Mason Bowles. At second base is Grayson Phillips. Eli Rigney, the relief pitcher, trying to get out of this inning. Here for the Bobcats. They're down to their final 3 outs as Pickett County. First pitch here to Threet. Going to be grounded on the left side. Massengale will knock it down. Strong throw will get him at first base. Massengale just knocking it down there to keep it in front of him. Then throwing across the diamond to Pryor for the third out of the inning on the ground ball. But Overton County adds 3. We're through 4 complete. It is Overton County 9, Pickett County 2. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. Cooper Recycling, Walnut Grove Church of Christ, Full Mower Service, Donovan Savage, Farley & Sons Construction and Excavation, Milton Rains and Family, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, Highway Tire, Jerry's IGA, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Livingston Dairy Queen, Exit Rocky Top Realty, Bullseye Security, Maynard's Automotive, Farmers Insurance Rick Savage, W&O Construction, Livingston Regional Hospital, Lucky Red Stables, Oakley Equipment Rental, Wayne's Grill, Wascott Incorporated, Willow Grove Marina, Livingston Family Healthcare, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Overton County News, R&M Family Pharmacy, E.B. Gray Jewelry, First Church, Frontier Chevrolet, and B&R Metals, our sponsors here on Overton Events. We move now to the top of the fifth inning. Pickett County down to their final 3 outs since the 7, 8, and 9 hitters due up for the Bobcats here in the ninth. Hunter Nicholas will lead off. He'll be followed by Elijah Taylor and Eli Rigney due up for the Bobcats. First pitch going to be a strike at the knees to Nicholas to drop him behind in the count 0-1. Grayson Phillips trying to close this one out here tonight on 8th grade night for Overton County. That one misses low for ball 1 to even the count at 1-1. Now to Nicholas as he'll step back in. One pitch. This one fouled off into the net to take the count to 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Hunter Nicholas. As he'll step back in. One-two pitch bounces in for ball 2 to even the count at 2-2. Nicholas 1 for 2 on the day. He's been on base both times, though. He's actually struck out and reached on error on the catcher. 2-2 pitch here from Phillips. That one's going to be called strike 3 for out number 1 here in the inning. Frontier Chevrolet strikeout for Grayson Phillips. As let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We've got him with 13 strikeouts now, and Elijah Taylor to bat. Swing and a miss for Taylor for strike 1 here in the top of the fifth. Pickett County down to their final 2 outs now as Taylor trying to keep this one going here. That one misses outside for ball 1 to even the count at 1-1 now to Taylor. He'll step back in. 1-1 pitch from Phillips. This one hit foul off the right side toward the Pickett County bleachers, and the count goes 1-2. 1-2 to Elijah Taylor. He'll step back in. 1-2 pitch. This one hit back up the middle for a base hit for Elijah Taylor. Taylor just hitting that one right back up the box for a single here in the 5th inning to keep this game going for Pickett County. And again, a base runner for the Bobcats. Now Eli Rigney will bat for Pickett County. First pitch to Rigney. It's going to be on the outside part of the plate for called strike 1. So 0-1 to Rigney. Runner goes. The 0-1 pitch is going to be a ball. The throw down to second base is not in time as a stolen base for Elijah Taylor for Pickett County. Count evens up at 1-1 now to Rigney. Runner in scoring position really doesn't mean anything. You want to get the out here at the plate if you can. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2 here in the at-bat. And the count goes 1-2. One-two pitch. Brushes him back a little bit with the pitch at the bill of the cap, and the count evens up at 2-2. Rigney stepping back in. 2-2 pitch from Phillips. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Frontier Chevrolet strikeout number 14 on the night for Grayson Phillips, and 2 away. Now in the top of the 5th, back to the top of the order for Rex Reagan for the Bobcats. But they're down to their final out now, trailing by 7, 9-2. First pitch going to get away from Dillon on the wild pitch, and that'll let Taylor move down to third on the play. Going to be a ball to Reagan, so the count 1-0 to the center fielder. Rex, the first player here tonight. Got to talk to him a little bit before the game as He got here well before the rest of his teammates. The 1-0 pitch. That one misses high for ball 2. So the count goes 2-0. Now to Reagan. Two-0 pitch. That one's outside for ball 3. So 3-0 to Reagan. Probably taking all the way here with the count 3-0. They just need base runners any way they can get them. 3-0 pitch. That one's low for ball 4. So a 2-out walk given up by Grayson Phillips. Only the second walk of the night given up by Phillips. As he walked Jackson Smith. No, that was not Phillips that walked him. I thought he'd be giving up another walk. Maybe that's the first one. No, he'd walked Kyle Massengale. Runner goes. Pitch is low for ball 1 to Smith as Reagan will steal second base. So runners at second and third now for the Bobcats. Count 1-0 to Jackson Smith. The 1-0 pitch. That one's outside for ball 2. They won't try to steal home as Dillon got to it quickly. Bounced back to him off the bricks here at Livingston Academy at Pat Swallows Field. Coach Swallows very instrumental in getting everything built the way it is around here. And this is a showplace ballpark here at Livingston Academy. As the count 2-0 now. The 2-0 pitch. That one's low for ball 3. So 3-0 to Jackson Smith. Smith has been on base all 3 times, and now the count 3-0. 3-0 pitch from Phillips. That's ball 4. Back-to-back walks given up by Grayson Phillips to load the bases now for Colson West. And Coach Chad Burns going to make a pitching change here as he's going to take Phillips off the mound. Let's see who he brings in and what they do defensively here. They're going to bring in the third baseman to pitch. That is Avery Walker, going to be the new pitcher for Overton County. Phillips going to move to third base to replace him while Walker warms up. We'll take a break and we'll come back to get the at-bat of Colson West in just a moment. So Avery Walker, the new pitcher for Overton County. Grayson Phillips has moved to right field. Dominic Cook will come in to play third base from right field. Colson West trying to keep this game going with the bases loaded. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Walker, first pitch. Going to be low and outside for ball 1. to West. So 1-0 to Colson West. Bases loaded here in the top of the fifth. Overton County 1 out away from closing out this 8th grade night with a win over Pickett County. 1-0 pitch. This one hit on the right side. First baseman gives chase and foul ground. And did he make the catch? He did not. Threet couldn't hold on. So it's a foul ball strike for strike one to even the count at 1-1. Get over there as far as he did, and you're kind of going downhill right there. And tough on Threet to make the adjustment to try to make the catch behind his head, and the count goes 1-1. 1-1 pitch. That one's outside for ball two. 2-1 to Colson West. He'll step back in. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike two to even the count at 2-2 now to West. Pickett County down to their final strike now. As Walker trying to get the closeout pitch. That one bounces off the mound. Burns can't control it. It bounces over to Ogletree. A run will come in to score. Second run will come in to score. They'll throw home. It's over the head of Dillon. And it's going to be an infield hit for Colson West as that one took a hop off the mound. That threw off the angle that Burns was attacking it at, and Elijah Taylor coming in to score for Pickett County. Rex Reagan coming in to score for the Bobcats, and they have Jackson Smith at third base now. And at second base is Colson West to face Kyle Massengale. They may be making another pitching change here as Coach Chad Burns going to come out and check on Mark Ogletree to make sure he's all right. He took a spill there at second base. He says he's all right. As Massengale will step in to hit with runners at second and third. A couple of runs in the inning have cut the lead down to 5 now at 9-4. Walker facing Massengale for the first time. Kyle trying to keep this one going here. First pitch to Massengale. This one hit on the left side. Left fielder going back. That one's well hit. And that is going to be to the base of the wall. One run will come in to score. Second run will come in to score. Massengale with a two-run double to left field. And all of a sudden, Pickett County is back in this one. Jackson Smith coming in to score for the Bobcats. Colson West coming in to score. Massengale out at second base, and all of a sudden it's a three-run game as Brody Pryor will hit now with the runner in scoring position. Walker trying to close it out here for the Wildcats. First pitch to Pryor. That's inside for ball one. So 1-0 to Brody Pryor. Massengale hit that one well to left field. Couple of hops to the base of the wall out there in left field. The 1-0 pitch. That one's outside for ball two. So 2-0 to Pryor. He's the 8th player to hit in this inning. 4 runs in for the Bobcats here in the 5th. They don't want to see this one come to an end. 2 outs, though, for Pickett County. It's a 2-0 count. That one misses for ball 3 now to Pryor. So 3-0 with first base open to Brody Pryor. Max Moody on deck for the Bobcats. 3-0 pitch. That one's inside for ball 4. So the walk to Pryor to put runners at first and second. And the tying run at the plate for Pickett County. Max Moody representing the tying run for the Bobcats now at home plate, as he'll step in to face Walker for the first time. First pitch to Moody. This one fouled off the right side for strike one. So 0-1 to the third baseman. He started at first base in this game. Moved over to third when Rigney came in relief of Pryor. Pryor moving over to first. Walker. The 0-1 pitch to Moody. That one's going to be called strike two, and Massengale will steal third base. Massengale quickly down to third base for the Bobcats with the stolen base. It's 0-2 now to Moody. Now West going to steal second. That's going to be called strike three. Walker with the Frontier Chevrolet strikeout to end the game and get the win for Overton County on this 8th grade night, as the Wildcats win it over the Bobcats by a final score of 9-6. With the loss, Pickett County sees their record drop to 8-5-1. With the win, Overton County goes to 8-4 to close out their season on senior night here tonight against Pickett County. Thank you to our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. For Tyler Maxwell, this is Craig Cantrell saying good night from Livingston Academy.